Hi, I'm Ben Tillage.
And I'm Brandon Nazari, and this is Channel 3 Action News.
For our first story, we're going to Lindsay Lee in the field.
Hi, I'm Lindsay Lee reporting live from Oak Ridge High School. A group of students gathered and petitioned Mr. Weir for a change in dress code. The students protested against the strict enforced dress code at Oak Ridge High School and instead demanded for a more laid-back style. Mr. Weir not only wouldn't read the petition, but decided to burn it. The Declaration of Independence states that King George refused to acknowledge the colonists' petitions that filed against him. For example, he made laws for the good of himself instead of for the good of the people. And he refused a trial by jury and applied no taxation without representation. Therefore, the English Bill of Rights says that rulers must pay attention to all complaints and grievances against them.
Wow, great reporting, Lindsay.
And now for our second story, we'll go to Tyler Starr.
Recently, at Oak Ridge High School, a streaker ran through the campus naked. After being apprehended, the streaker was expelled on spot without the proper disciplinary protocol being taken. The streaker, along with everyone else, has the right to trial by jury, but in this case, this right was denied to him. In colonial times, King George III often refused many of the colonists the right to trial by jury, and was also one of the many things against him in the Declaration of Independence. But in the Declaration of Independence wasn't the first document to use this rule. The right to trial by jury was first established in the Justinian's Code. Everyone was innocent until proven guilty, and everyone has the right to trial by jury.
Wow, great report, Tyler.
We will return after these short messages. Hi, I'm John Locke, and this was me before I started using natural rights.
Right.
Now I'm what you call a famous philosopher. I brought enlightenment ideas to countless countries. These ideas included such things as tabula rasa, or a blank slate, that people are born good and then later be turned to evil, which is how we get people like King George III. My ideas influenced such documents as the Magna Carta, the English Bill of Rights, and the Declaration of Independence. Now that I use natural rights, I'm what you call a free man. Welcome back to Channel 3 News. Now for our next report, here's our very own Brandon Nazari.
Thank you, Ben. We are live at Oak Ridge, and I'm standing here with Ben. Ben was expressing his opinion about Mr. Palm, and Mr. Palm overheard the conversation and took Ben by the shirt into his office. Ben now has 2 detentions and 1 lunch detention. In the Constitution, it says that everyone has freedom of speech. Mr. Palm didn't follow that right and gave Ben a punishment. Ben is very crushed. He has detentions, even though he was expressing his opinion. Ben, what do you think about that?
I'm crushed, even though I was expressing my own opinion. I have the freedom of speech. Mr. Palm just ripped that away.
There you go. That is all. Thank you. Wow. Great report, Brandon.
That guy you interviewed was really good looking. Now, here's me in the field with my story. My name is Ben Tillage, and our latest story is about the ludicrous behavior of the Oak Ridge High School principal, Mr. Weir. Mr. Weir has been making ridiculous rules for the benefit of himself and nobody else. The first of his many outrageous rules was that all students must pay him a minimum of $5 upon entering the campus. And if the student evades the mandatory fee, he or she will be fined an extra $20. The rule later escalated to require not only students to pay the fine, but for all faculty members to also pay the fee. Wow, how ridiculous is that? I thought rulers were supposed to make laws for the good of the people, not for the benefit of themselves. In fact, the Declaration of Independence, one of the many grievances the colonists made against King George III was that he made a habit of making these rules that benefited only him and not any of the people. But the Declaration of Independence was not the first document to state that laws should be made for the public good. This rule can be traced all the way back to the Ten Commandments. The Ten Commandments were a legal code based on a social contract, whereas the main role of the government to create laws that protect all of its citizens' natural rights. Clearly, Principal Weir is not doing his job as a principal by making these ridiculous rules that force students and teachers to pay him a fee upon entering his school. So he needs to be overruled and replaced by a more qualified educator. Hi. Great reporting, Ben. Great story. As you can see, Brandon is not here right now, but don't worry, he's still here with us in heart. Now for our next story, we're going to Tyler Starr in the field. Thank you, Tyler. Well, that's it for our news program, so good night and have a pleasant tomorrow.